The following portion of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by AFI, your financial North Star.
All right, welcome back. We are live this morning here at AFI Advisors, their office here in Colonial Heights, taking your questions today as we continue to make money manageable. We have Peter Raber here with us, president of AFI Advisors, along with Brian Brummett, and thank you guys both so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
Well, this is a great time to really answer a lot of the questions that we get. This is kind of the viewer's opportunity, and they've submitted some of these questions, and we're going to kind of ask them to you guys today. Our first one talking about 401ks, which obviously you guys get lots of questions about.
Right.
This is from Richard of Johnson City. He recently changed jobs and had a 401k with his previous employer. Now his new job, that company doesn't offer this. So he's wondering what he can do now to really save for retirement.
It's a question we do get a lot. And you take this new exciting opportunity, maybe it doesn't have the benefit package you're used to, or it doesn't have that 401k. So there's a lot of things you can do continually on your own. There's traditional IRAs that you can still contribute up to $7,000 if you're 50 or older, $6,000 if you're under, and you can do that each year, and that'll continue to get your tax benefit of reducing your income. You can use Roth IRAs where they grow similarly tax-free, but one thing I tell a lot of people is don't forget about that old 401k. That's still going to operate, it's still in your name, but what I encourage a lot of people to do is to go ahead and roll that away from their company. And so whether it comes to a firm like ours or you do it yourself, you know the HR person right now, and there's always paperwork involved in this process. So I always recommend go back to your company, say, I'd like to do a rollover IRA. It normally opens up your investment options tremendously, and then you've got it to control, and you can potentially roll that into another employer's 401k down the road if you do join a firm that has it. So stay in that habit of saving. So if you were having $50 a month coming out of your paycheck to go into your 401k, you've got to do it on your own now, but still put $50 away and just keep the habit going.
Okay, so obviously, too, a lot of importance when it comes to the relationship, too, when you're looking to build that next opportunity for savings.
No, absolutely. You've got to be comfortable with who you're working with, and we find it all the time. I was working with a client even 2 weeks ago. They had a 401k from 20 years ago, and that firm had been bought out, and the HR department was now run by a telecenter up in Canada. So you don't have that relationship to call your former boss, call your former HR to say, hey, I've transitioned, I'd like to move my retirement account while it makes sense. And then a lot of times those become forgotten money, and sometimes they even pop up within estate processes because you just forgot you had that, there.
Wow. Okay. And our next question is on student loans. And Brian, I think you're going to handle this. It's from Alexa from Johnson City, a sophomore at ETSU. And she's taken out student loans and wanted to know if paying the minimum payment per month is enough, or should she try to pay more even on a student loan?
That's a great question. A lot of times, unfortunately, the answer is no. Paying the minimum payment isn't enough. I would encourage her to do the math and figure out if the minimum payment is enough to cover the interest that's being charged. If it's not, you're going to watch that student loan grow and grow over time. If you don't want to do the math, you're welcome to call me. I'll do the math. But it's good to figure out independently how much you're going to be paying to each month to figure out how much. You need to figure out how much you're going to be paying each month to make sure you pay it in the right amount of time. That's best for you.
So the interest is going to accumulate.
Absolutely. No, your average student graduates with $35,000 to $40,000 in student loan debt. And a lot of times with the current interest rates, if you're not paying more than $125 a month, you're not even covering interest. Okay. You need to pay more and more to pay that loan down.
Or you'll never have that bright sunny day when it's all paid off and you can celebrate. Yes. All right, well, we have a lot of other questions we're going to get to a little later on in the show. Brian, Peter, thanks so much for joining us. We're going to give everybody the information. If you have questions, you can submit those questions. You can also get a hold of our experts. Check out their website at afiadvisors.com for more information, or you can stop by their office here in Colonial Heights.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by AFI, your financial North Star.